Welcome to the 3 powerful shifts to your lifestyle that guarantee high BP freedom and normalize blood pressure. We're just meeting Pharmacist Chibuamam Ilechukwu here, founder Hypertension Africa, where we help you wake up every morning to normalize blood pressure without you having to swallow any pills so that you can enjoy your best life in super health. And today we're looking at this all-important topic, and we've called it powerful shifts because they are what would determine if you're still going to be swallowing those drugs 3 months from now. They are shifts because they are shifts from what you already know. If you make these shifts in your life, you're going to become high BP free. If you don't make these shifts from today, it'll still be that circle. So, and I don't want you to keep going around in circles. I've done this for long enough. I've been shooting videos, I've been educating people since November 2017. And by 2020, I left working in the community pharmacy practice to found Hypertension Africa as the #1 health coaching company that helps people get high BP freedom. It was a big decision, was because I saw people suffering. So in my workplace, I was meeting a lot of people suffering from high blood pressure. They were coming to refill their prescriptions. They knew nothing about what high BP meant, how to get good numbers, how to ensure that they didn't join the statistics of high BP, because high BP kills at least 10 million people every single year. It was a real struggle. And then I decided, you know what, I want to, beyond just educating, I want to be able to look at this woman and say, I helped you to this point. And the woman will also look at me and say, if not for you, maybe I won't be alive today, right? That is my driving force. That's the reason I documented this. By the grace of God, the company has been working hard and we've created a lot of success stories, right? People are ready to share. People share by text, share by video, share by word of mouth, refer their family members, their loved ones, their parents to us, because we've been able to help them solve a problem that they carried for years. And we solve it for them in weeks, months, depending on where you're starting out at. And that's why we've titled this Powerful Lifestyle Shifts, because it's not drugs. It's not supplements, really. Many of our people get results without even swallowing any supplements. You would get results that nobody, not even we, cannot stop you from having these results. So we're going to cover these shifts, and then we're going to show you men and women just like you who've done it. And then at the end, we're going to give you an opportunity. I mean, if you're seeing this already and you're like, whatever it is that you do, I want to be a part of it. Beneath this video, you're going to see a button that says, give me the DIY BP crushing program. Feel free to click on it and go get that program, because that's where you get started. Like, we have packed a whole lot of what we've gathered over the years in that train. It's a course, it's an online course. I mean, that's all you need, your internet access and the phone you're seeing this with, or whatever device you're seeing this with, that's all you need. So click it immediately and go get started. And of course, at the end, I'll still give you the opportunity for us to help you to get these kinds of results. So it stops being theory for you. I've spoken on different platforms, women's meetings, gyms. No matter what I share with you in this 20 minutes, it will not give you results. What's going to give you results is what you do. It's in the details and how you implement from this time. Don't worry, I'm going to share that in #3 shift. But let's start with #1 shift. So I've titled this the RSC formula. So the R. #1, you need to shift from looking for remedies to thinking of high BP reversal. So enough of the remedies. You write this down. High BP is not the same as a cough, a skin disease, a cold, where you can use lemon or honey, turmeric to cure. It's not the same. And so if you're still looking for remedy, if you're going to Google and type in natural remedies for high blood pressure, you will keep seeing remedies. But remedies are not going to make you become high BP free. If you've already tried it, you already know. Except nobody has told you that remedies are not the answer. So when you go online, you're going to keep seeing remedies. They're going to tell you how to mix this and this and this and that, and yet you would never become high BP free. What should you do instead? Shift to reversal. Reversal means whatever it is you're facing right now, no matter how bad it is, you're taking 4 drugs, 6, you're taking 2 or 1. Is there a way that we can get you to stop having all those symptoms you're having now and move it back to how you were 20 years ago before you developed high blood pressure. That is reversal. And until you make that shift, you would never really become high BP free. So your goal should be, enough of the remedies, I need reversal. Who is telling me about reversal? Pay attention to that person. Even if it's not Hypertension Africa that's telling you, okay? Whoever is telling you about high BP reversal, I mean, you need to pay attention to that person. Of course, the next thing is, how are they achieving their reversal? We're going to get to that. That's lesson number 2. But let's take a look at this person who has used the done reversal. So from 10 years, he swallowed these 2 drugs. And of course, he changed different drugs. But 3 months later, has dropped the drugs. Why have they? Because they stopped remedies and they switched to reversal mode. That is what you need to do. Number 2, S. You need to shift from symptom suppression to being strategic about using your lifestyle. And this is where the rubber starts to meet the road. You see why I told you, whoever is teaching you reversal, listen to them. But then you need to know what strategy they are using. Any strategy that does not involve the whole of your lifestyle, that doesn't involve you as a person, that doesn't involve taking care of the thing from the roots, is never going to work. Remember, we're trying to reverse. And because you're trying to reverse, you want to repair your body in the process. Now, the strategy that has helped us help over 800 men and women just like you is the high BP reversal method. Depending on how long you follow us, you've heard me talk about high BP reversal method, HBR method. Now, this is the solid, tried, tested, and proven method that has helped people in different continents who've struggled with it for several years. This is what has helped them. It consists of, I'm going to share it into 3 different phases. And these phases work hand in hand, but you can take them step by step. Number 1. The mind. So this is the reversal with the mind liberation, the body liberation, and the freedom activation. If you don't have these 3 in place, you're always going to go around in circles. So for instance, some people start to work only their body. Maybe you start to do intermittent fasting, or maybe you start to skip so that you can lose weight. We've had people who've lost 10 kg of weight, yet they don't reverse high BP. Why? Because they're only working their body, and yet the BP doesn't go away. So we've had people take, vessel cleaner, it lowers the cholesterol. And even though their cholesterol is normal, their high BP is still there. We've had people say, I watch what I eat. I'm not fat. I'm not overweight. Yes, you're not fat, you're not overweight, but are there other triggers from your mind, happening in your body? So you see, they have to work hand in hand. So strategy is key. If there is any secret anywhere to high BP freedom, it is the mind-body freedom strategy. And that is what I want you to use to become high BP free. And it doesn't really matter if you're working with us or not, even though I wish that we could work with you so you can not just see the difference, but so that we can literally guarantee the results for you, versus you trying to figure it out on your own and then you get stuck and then you look at it and be like, this thing doesn't work. So mind, body, freedom. So I'm just going to run through what each of these things stand for. I cannot go into all the details, obviously, because this is me introducing you to concepts you've not even heard of. So I need you to kind of grasp them. But if you want more details into what goes where, what is where, one of the best places you can start is the DIY BP crushing program. You can click the button beneath this video to get started immediately on that. But I won't get ahead of myself. So under the mind liberation, right, we still have 3 other things, 3 other babies. That's where we look at things like mind detox. So you need to make up your mind. Like we keep saying, are you ready? Are you ready? We're asking you to make up your mind that you're done with this high BP struggle and you're ready to get out of it. That's a bit of what the mind detox is. There are up to 5 detox practices that you can follow. We teach all that in the DIY program, right? Then number 2 is acknowledging your start point. So you need to acknowledge that there's a problem. If you're still living in denial, if you don't check your BP, if If you say it's a spiritual problem, then what are you going? You're not going to ever be able to reverse it because you think it's a spiritual problem, even though we've seen people with so-called spiritual problems and all they had to do was reverse their BP and the spiritual problem disappears, right? Listen, if your BP monitor can see 180 over 100, then it's not a spiritual problem. It's only a spiritual problem if your BP monitor is saying your BP is 100 over 60. And then you're having high BP symptoms. That's when we can start to think perhaps it's really spiritual. Bear it all. What is it you're dealing with? You need to bear it all because that's what you're going to now be reversing. If your legs are swollen, if your chest is paining you, if you're not sleeping well at night, if you're having palpitations, if you're always afraid, if you're having panic attacks, if you're always jittery, if you're always angry, anything, if you have body pains, if you get tired easily, if you're overweight, if your cholesterol is high, these are the problems. You want to acknowledge all of them. Number 3 thing under the mind as well is that you have to identify all your triggers. So what exactly are the things causing it, right? Remember we said you're not suppressing the symptoms anymore. You want to use strategy to your lifestyle. So you need to really understand what's causing it. There is a checklist that we give you a checklist that you would use to find out, I have 14 triggers, or I have 13 triggers, and like that. So let's quickly go into your body. Now, for your body, this is where the first thing you want to do is to do a full body detox. And this is very different from using detox capsules or using detox, I take detox water or all that. A full body detox, we actually have a full protocol that you follow from morning, afternoon, night that cleanses out your whole system and all the things that, and for many people, the moment they do this is stops the high BP damage process. And the next thing you want to do is to plan your meals. Now you want to switch from eating healthy to eating to reverse high BP. Those are 2 absolutely different things. You want everything that goes in your mouth to become high BP reversal friendly. We teach a lot of that in the DIY program or in the HBR, that's the high BP reversal program. And then the next thing you want to do is, you want to be fit. So you want to check your fitness levels based on your start points in your mind liberation. So when you determine what your start points were, that's what's going to determine how much of exercise you need. Now, I cannot go into a lot of details for obvious reasons. Freedom activation involves when you start to get good numbers, how do you maintain it? Do you still need some more? Do you need supplements? Some people don't. They won't take at this point. These, and then how to track your numbers. There's a right way and a wrong way to track. And then when you need to go for your doctor to review what you've been doing and to take off your medicines. This is the short version of high BP reversal method in 5 minutes. Okay, and I know this sounds like, but I do all this now. I track my BP, I track this, I watch what I eat. If you feel like you do all this, but you are here watching this video, there is a reason you're watching this video, because you're still not getting results. And that's why I said strategy is key. Here's Madam Nkiru. She had 13 different signs of complications, and she was able to reverse 11 in just 3 months. And these are things that she carried for over 5 years. Now, the reason I'm showing you her is because she also tried. I watch what I eat. I do this, I do that. Yet, until she moved to strategy and stopped suppressing symptoms, she used to take Panadol Extra 8 every single day, suppressing the headache and the sleep problems and all that. So don't suffer anymore. Switch to strategy. Of course, more details go in the course itself, or if we're working together one-on-one. So if you want that, let's do this. And so the last shift, I promised you 3 shifts that you must make. C is countdown method. You need to switch from I will do it one day, or God will do it for me. Or, you need to switch from that to countdown. Countdown means set a date and time. Now, what day is it that you're seeing this video? Okay, so whatever that date is, write it down. Then write down another date 3 months from today. That next date you write down is your countdown. If you do whatever I'm telling you right, if you take action on what I've just shared with you right, if you join the high BP reversal program, for instance, or you take the DIY BP crushing program, for instance, what's going to happen is you're definitely going to hit that goal in 3 months. And this is not me pushing you to take the DIY program. This is me telling you that once you set a goal and set a time to it, and more importantly, take action towards it, you will get results. So here's what I want you to do. I need you to set that time. So in September 2022, we had a special masterclass. It was live. We hosted it. And on that live session, we told people to write down their dates 3 months from then. Many of them wrote 24th December because I think that training held 24th or 28th of the month. And many of them wrote 28th of December. Do you know one of those ladies who wrote down that date? She's a US citizen. She got her results. She got that BP reading that she wrote. She wrote her dream BP. She wrote the dream date. That's what we asked them to do. She got her dream BP of 115/75. She got it in about 1 month. She didn't even get to that date. Why? Because she's beyond just attending a masterclass. She took action. And what she even thought she would do in 3 months, she did in 1 month. Okay. And of course, by 6 weeks, she was able to have her drugs. Why am I sharing this with you? I want you to write down that date and I want you to start to work towards it. So countdown method means you're going to set a date and you're going to start to work towards it, taking action. And so the next thing is going to be, so what action are you going to take? Now, I've introduced you to a concept. So here are so many examples of people who've taken action. I just told you about Madam N in the US, Mrs. Mo, who was able to drop her drugs in 2 weeks. 8 years versus 2 weeks. She was able to do it. Her dream BP, she achieved it in 2 weeks. It sounds like magic because it is magic when you apply the right strategy. It's magic. It's phenomenal. This is why Hypertension Africa exists, to create magic in your life. Okay, it's magic. It blows even us away, the kinds of results we create. Now, here's what I want you to do with this. We've introduced you to the lifestyle shifts you must make. And it may look like, yeah, you were here to hear, oh, sleep early, sleep 8 hours, oh, don't eat salt, don't eat sugar. But you've heard all that already. So what you need is not more don'ts. What you need is strategy. What do you do? Step 1. Step 2, step 3, that guarantees. How do you combine these things together that will guarantee your freedom? How do you get results? We're not about fluff. The reason we created this is to give you results. We've told you must stop remedies and start think of reversal. If you didn't take anything out of this, just know that call your name, Chibuamam Ilechukwu, must start to think reversal and not remedies anymore. Number 2, I must stop thinking of how to suppress symptoms. Oh, I have a headache, I take this. Oh, I have even your drugs suppress symptoms. Oh, your BP is high, you take the drugs, it works on it. 24 hours later, your BP jumps back up. Yes or no? So stop suppression. And this does not mean stop drugs. I mean, you need to shift to thinking of strategic lifestyle changes that will guarantee that your BP becomes normalized. That's what the high BP reversal method is. I already introduced you to it, right? Number 3, count down. Now that I've introduced you to it, you need to count down to freedom. If you want us to help you with the countdown, to fill in all the gaps for you so you don't have to rack your brain anymore to, okay, what should I do to work on my mind? What should I do to uncover my triggers? What should I eat? What should I drink? What should I, how do I fix my sleep? How do I fix this pain? How do I fix this neck swelling? Let us fill in all the gaps for you. The DIY BP crushing program does just that. So for all the 3 phases in the high BP reversal, we take them 3 days. Day 1, if you're starting now, which you should start now, today is your day 1. Day 1, we introduce you to everything mind liberation. And then the 3 phases of mind liberation, we fill in the gaps for you. Every single thing you have to do. We give you worksheets, you work on it because it's you now. We're teaching you lifestyle medicine for you that only you can do, right? So day 2, which is tomorrow, you start to do your body liberation. We teach you what you're doing for your full body detox. You also get high BP freedom meal plan. Print it out and start to use it. If you feel like, oh, I don't eat gari and it's in the meal plan, okay, we teach you how to substitute with amala, with tuwo, with pistachio, whatever you eat. I just told you people in different continents use it. You just substitute. Now, By day 3, which is 3 days time, right, we teach you freedom activation, how to track, when to go for your doctor's review and all that. And that's basically what you need. Then you start to use these things to do your countdown to freedom. If you are game for just $47 or 25,000 naira only. And this is promo price only available because you're just seeing this. So click the button below to get it. The regular price for this program is $100 or 50,000 naira only. But if you're seeing this right now and you take action fast, you will get this fast action bonus. Click the link right now to grab it at the promo rate. Immediately unlock these bonuses as well: your high BP freedom meal plan, natural spices, supplements, juices and drinks, stress burners, shopping lists and tricks, and you join our online community. I want to help you and I really want you to take action. If you sleep on this and you feel like I can't figure it out on my own, trust me, you've been figuring it out, right? Nobody to tell you. Nobody else is teaching this in the industry. People are just selling you more things, right? If you sleep on this, maybe when you come back, the price would have increased. We cannot guarantee the same price. Number 2 thing is, some people leave and their symptoms get worse. This is not a curse. We've had people come back a year later and now they've developed ulcer, or because they've been trying all sorts. I don't want that to be you. One of the things that we tell people is time is of the essence, and time is a double-edged sword when it comes to high BP. The longer you wait, the longer the symptoms worsen. If you're not reversing high BP, trust me, your BP is getting worse. For instance, how many drugs do you take today? Or if you're taking 5 drugs today, when your BP started, you probably were taking 1 or 2. That tells you your BP is worsening. So don't let it keep worsening and then 2 years from now, be like, oh, I heard this thing with hypertension Africa. So click the button beneath this video, get started, and let's do this. I'll see you on the inside. DIY BP question program. Let's do this.